Hello everybody, today I'm bringing you a layout with this kind of strange photo, and I'll tell you about that in a little bit. So I'm going to use that really cool striped background paper. It's from Amy Tangerine on a whim, and it's the Let's Flamingo paper. I just think it is the coolest take on a stripe. It almost looks like the glass block, the vertical glass block that you can buy, or glass tile, I should say, not glass block. So I am mounting my photo on that little green lined paper there. It's from Oh Happy Life, and it's called Weekend. And then I'm going to use that journaling card there that says Today. That is from L Studio. It's from their March 2017 kit, and the colors just go really well, the greens and the turquoise, and then there's also a little bit of gray in there. Now I found that Amy Tangerine star paper from Better Together. That's one of her older lines. It's called Stars and Stripes, and I'm just kind of playing around with that one piece of paper, and it wasn't really the right size. So I'm going to use another piece that's a little bit larger, and it's not going to totally end up in the configuration it is right now. I'm still playing around a little bit. Because of that green towel, I decided to really pull the greens out in this layout. And right now I'm just using my Memento Gray flannel ink to ink the edges of those papers. They're all Amy Tangerine, but they're from different collections, so I wanted them to sort of blend together. And then I do have that bright blue polka dot in the background that I haven't cut anything off of yet, because right now I'm thinking about keeping that border strip on the bottom of it. I am going to change my mind about that eventually, but that polka dot paper is from Amy Tangerine Finders Keepers, and that's Pursuit. So I actually have 4 different collections for the 4 different papers that I actually have, which is pretty cool when you think about it, that I'm using the 4 different collections. Now the colors sort of blend because it's Amy Tangerine and all of that, but it just goes to show you that you don't have to work within the exact same collection all the time. And I keep my Amy Tangerine papers in the same Copper Hopper paper folders. If it's a brand new collection and I have a lot of it, I'll keep it in its own separate paper until I use quite a bit of it, and then I'll mingle it with everything else. So I have that block of paper of the photo done, basically. And I'm just going through, and I'm going to cut off that bottom border strip now, and you can see that I've done that now. And I'm trying to decide where that polka dot block is going to go on the larger background paper. So I'm thinking about that a little bit. I'm just going to glue the photo mat down. And I don't want to see little pieces sticking up vertically out of that on the top of that block. So I'm going to I shifted that up a little bit. It doesn't mind me so much if it's happening on the bottom, but it is bothering me if it's happening on the top. And I'm not quite sure exactly why that is. All right, now I like the green in this little label here. And that... And I'm sorry, I don't think I wrote down where that came from. I did not. It is from one of her cut-aparts, and I did not write it down. I think it might be Finders Keepers, though. I'm pretty sure it is. It's one of the Finders Keepers cut-aparts. All right, so I'm inking the edges of that, and it says PS, and that's where I'm going to end up housing my title. I don't need the spot for journaling because I have that lovely journaling block, the L Studio journaling block, and I like how that journaling block is really nice and white up against all the blue and green that I have and turquoise that I have going on, or aqua really, that I have going on. So I just think it does a really nice job of popping all that. And then because it's white, it draws your eye right to it, and then thus to the folder, the photo, which is right next to it. So I'm going here through my Elle Studio March 2017 kit there, just to see if there's anything else in that kit that I want to use. And then I have these Amy Tangerine rubber shapes. They're from the Oh Happy Life collection, and I'm having a hard time getting them out of the packaging here. And there is a blue flower and a green leaf there, and I thought that worked really, really well with the colors of this layout. And I'll tell you a little bit about what this is about, since this is about a bee sting or a wasp, actually it's a wasp or a hornet sting, that flower sort of makes sense to me anyway. All right, so I have that all basically figured out now, and I love the blue in that and how that just works. These rubber shapes are so awesome. All right, now, so what I did is I turned that paper slightly because there were pieces sticking out on the vertical like I told you, and if I flip it, that doesn't happen. So that's why I turned it, and I just like that much better. It's just something that was bothering my eye. Like I said, it doesn't bother me that they're sticking out of the bottom there, but it is bothering me that they're sticking out on the top. And I'm just fussing a little bit with which direction that flower is going to go. These rubber charms are just so cute. If I ever find another one of these, I'll probably have to just get them. All right, so I'm just sticking that journaling card down a little bit again, a little bit more. And I've turned everything back, and it is definitely time to get some more embellishing done. And that that little cut apart there didn't look completely straight to me, so I was kind of looking at that and trying to adjust it a little bit here and there. Now I do have these pieces. They are basically puffy stickers from Elle Studio, and I'm going to use a couple of arrows on the left side of my page there. I have a gray one down now, and that's picking back up on that gray in the banner. And then I'm going to use, so now I'm going to put a green one on there, and I'm highlighting my foot there because there's a wasp sting there. And I'm kind of looking, I would like something up towards the top maybe. I'm just kind of looking in what's available in navies or greens or blues or greens. And I didn't like that sticker there because it was a little bit too white on top of the white paper and underneath that white journaling card. And then I find this label sticker, and that label sticker is from Amy Tangerine Better Together, the sticker book, which now that I think about it, that it is, I think I said Finders Keepers, it's really Better Together that PS cut apart came from. So anyway, the label sticker is also from the stickers from Better Together from the sticker book. And I like that because it's pulling in the blue and the green. You know, adding some more of that navy from the star paper in. Now I'm looking for letters for my title because I'm thinking about putting it on that PS card there, or the cut apart I should say, and there's not a lot of room there, so I need to use something small. And I find my Jelly Bean Soup Alpha Bean letters. I'm thinking about maybe using the large letters there, but I realize they're a little bit too big to do what I want or to say what I want to say. So now I'm looking at the smaller alpha beans, and these are in grilled gray. And again, I'm just kind of looking to see if that'll all fit. And I finally settle on the small, well, after I'm still looking, trying to figure out, can I use another color? So I grab my wax paper, and now I'm going to put the title on. And the title for this one is Sting Number 3. So last summer, I was stung 3 times in 1 week. I was stung twice on one day, once on my foot and my finger by a mad wasp that I disturbed him. And then that was on a Sunday, and the following Saturday I was stung by another one at my brother's place. They just had it in for me that week. And the third sting was actually pretty serious. I'm not allergic to bees or anything, but it released a cytotoxin, which I didn't know that they can do that, and it can cause your blood to leak into your tissue, actually. And my foot and ankle really, really swelled up, and I actually had to have a bloodletting. So I hope that didn't gross anybody out, but that's what happened. They had to actually puncture it to let it out. So it was kind of crazy. I didn't even know that kind of thing could happen. All right, so I'm getting the 3 on there for sting number 3, and that wax paper is just really helping me position my title. And then I can just put that down quickly. And so as I'm doing this, I now have gray in that top arrow puffy sticker that's highlighting my foot there, really. Kind of like my foot. It's really my foot, my ankle really, that was stung. And then I'm going to have some gray letters in the title. So I have 3 spots of gray if you consider the banners, but I want something else and I can't quite figure that out, like where that's all going to go. So I'm thinking about that as I'm getting these letters on here, and there's just a little period there because I didn't spell out the whole word number. And a bug goes crawling across. I think I had box elder bugs in the house at the time, which freaked me out, and it landed and went under that stuff. So I will tell you, they totally freaked me out, but because I was on camera, I didn't show you how freaked out I was. So I'm just journaling here about getting my 3rd sting in a week, and how freaked out how awful it was, and how that 3rd sting was not good because my ankle swelled up, and it swelled up, but it was itching like crazy as well. And I'm just using my Chamel gray pen finally died, and I'm using, in this case, a Zig writer. I've looked at the Stampin' Up! Grays, except there's other pens in the pack. So there's like too many pens and colors I already have to get that, but I'm considering that as well. I'm going to add 2 puffy hearts up on that top label, so take a look at that in the still shot and the detail shot that's coming up. Hope you're all well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye!